Hey guys,
Hello,
we're back again. This is Kirah.
it's your girl G. Also,
What's up, yo? Our topic today is going to be about bullying, and it's going to lead probably into domestic violence. So our last video was on addiction, and I really appreciate all the support. If you guys ever need anybody to speak to, you're more than welcome to go to my Instagram and personal message me.
you can do that at mine too. Slide into the DMs.
Yeah, we're here for you and our stories. We want to be heard and we want to relate and be able to help other people who don't have a voice. So, I'm gonna. Do you want to start off?
Sure.
Alright, so we're gonna let Gianna start off.
Yeah, kind of just talking about stuff that cause like struggles we're listening to some good
Tupac.
90s hip hop jams. Tupac, you know. But we're gonna talk about kind of the struggles we've had in like school
Yeah.
and stuff that caused us to like
So, we both dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
So, and it was, for both of our situations, it was both due to, bullying. Mine also had to do with other situations as well. But, I'm gonna let Gianna start off with this. So, go ahead.
was a ghost.
Go ahead.
So starting off, so my freshman year of high school, I had the previous couple of years I homeschooled for probably about a year and a half, and I decided to go back to school for freshman year because I wanted to give it a shot, wanted to, kind of socialize.
Yeah.
And, it's hard making friends. I really only had one person that was very close to me. And starting off my freshman year, it was, at first it was really hard because it was hard to make friends, and I feel like this year I've kind of learned how to socialize.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
But things started to be really good. I had a special person by my side. I was kind of starting to socialize more, make more friends. And I'd say maybe around like halfway through, I was dealing with some like personal shit. And I just went into this horrible, like, black hole of depression, and I didn't want to socialize. I'm like, what's the point of making friends if they're just gonna leave you anyway, and that's when things, that was probably my lowest point. I was just so depressed, I couldn't sleep at night and never wanted to get out of bed. And
why were the reasonings that you couldn't fall asleep at night?
I think kind of just overthinking things.
About, situations with people, about how, like, they would bully you and stuff, and it would keep you up at night? Or it was also a lot of things that you were dealing with?
It was like a lot of like personal shit. Stuff involving heartbreak and all that, which, that's always fun. Yeah. But I ended up going back homeschooling, and life has actually been kind of better.
Yeah.
I've actually somehow managed to socialize.
See, same with me. I deal with social anxiety, so I do understand where you're coming from. And yeah, homeschooling for me when I did it, I never ended up finishing it. So for you, I give you a lot of props, and you have a lot of strength for staying and doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You've grown a lot from the situation.
I think it helps a lot with like education.
Yes,
too.
exactly.
I mean, some people it might like regular school might work out better for them.
Yeah. See, for me too, like I was technically put into BD classes, which is behavioral disorder, and I was also before that I was in what they call special ed classes. It's like special education, so people do learn in different ways, so that affected me a lot during school. So I think that's a lot where my main story started from.
I feel like school kind of it makes you feel stupid.
Yeah, well, the way that the teachers made me feel, that's exactly how they made me feel.
And then that makes you just want to give up. So
it did.
You just give up.
That's exactly how it affected me. And then they made me start seeing counselors. So then it started making me think that I was messed up. So then, already from that point on, from when I was already in grade school, that's when I didn't even know the word depression, but I was depressed. And for me, when I was in high school, I dropped out sophomore year, and when I first moved here, it was in 5th grade. We're near the Chicago area, and I moved here in this town in 5th grade, and I never heard the word slut, and I've never seen Abercrombie, never seen Hollister. So I had all these girls picking on me, and because I would wear hand-me-downs, and I would wear just like baggy clothes and typical little kid stuff because I was a little kid. So
and I didn't know like all the stuff you came from.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like when I met you, I probably thought you were just like pretty cool, pretty social, and you know.
And that's the thing, people can put on a good face, you know, but deep beneath, and that's why we're doing this, is that so we can tell our stories, you know, and you know, people are good at putting on masks, and so getting back to my story, I never heard of the word slut or anything, and I got called a slut. So super curious, was really hurt, upset, didn't know what it was. So then it gradually just led on from there. So then I ended up getting I was in 8th grade, and I got sexually assaulted, which I got raped. And when I went into high school, everybody, it was the typical point fingers, she's a slut, she's a whore, she, you know, it was her fault. I had a lot of run-ins, and then
as if high school's not hard
yeah, exactly. And then there was these girls that would literally follow me down the hallway while I was passing to go to class, and they would follow me and call me a whore and a slut. So everybody would be staring at me, and I would just keep walking. And then after school, they lived in, one of the girls actually lived in my neighborhood, and they would get in the car, and they would follow me, and they would do circles, and they would go around my neighborhood, and they would constantly yell out the car, whore and slut. So that went on for a while. I actually had pregnancy tests thrown in my yard. I had my house egged for
I hate
about.
when my egg is housed.
I know, me too. But on serious topic, our house got egged for about a couple months straight. And it was during the winter, so it wasn't only affecting me, it affected my parents because it messed up their cars and it messed up the paint on the garage. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, no. But yeah, these girls really, really messed with me, so it brought me into a serious mental depression and anxiety, and I ended up starting using drugs, which my story about my addiction is in our YouTube that you can check out. But that led to me dropping out, and it led to me I tried to do homeschool. It didn't work out for me because I was just so depressed, and I just went into this hole, and it was just, I couldn't get out of it, and I didn't want to.
Couldn't concentrate.
Yeah, I couldn't concentrate on anything. I literally just
That's
wanted.
another thing that makes like regular, like public school, I guess, harder when you're depressed.
Yeah. And that's the thing
Don't
too.
want to do anything.
People, it happens on a daily basis, and people speak out about bullying and are defending bullying, but what are you really doing about it? You have to speak to these people, parents. You need to talk to your kids. You can't just ignore. Say if they tell you that they have an anxiety issue, say if they tell you that they're depressed about something, you need to listen. And not only parents, it could be grandparents, it could be friends, it could be any, you know.
Aunts, uncles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just need to have an open ear, I know it's incredibly hard. I know it's incredibly hard to speak out, because that is one of my hardest things, and a lot of people,
And let them know that they can talk to you.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you know, that they can talk to you and you're not going to freak out or get mad at them.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you keep it all in.
Yeah.
And that just makes it 10 times worse.
And it could be an explosion, and it's just not not a good situation.
Yeah, just go into like a full like mental breakdown.
Exactly. But yeah, so I know that these are serious topics, but we really appreciate you guys and all of your feedback. If you have any suggestions or comments or anything, you're more than welcome to follow us on Instagram, follow us on our YouTube. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, you know, we want to keep talking about more serious topics like this, and, you know, to help other people out that maybe are struggling with this kind of stuff, and maybe they feel like they can't talk to anyone about it, or they have no outlet, or no one understands.
Yeah.
But there's people who have been through worse than us, and there's people who haven't.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just, you know, try to help each other instead of putting each other down. And
Exactly.
Because that's just dumb shit. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video. Maybe you connected with it. I'm like really awkward, but
Have a good day, guys.
yeah.
Thank you.